Today we're in Pinball with Sonic, Reindeer and Racing Mechelen, and I am rocking the Boomdozer setup. Also using the Ultra 5 to give all my blasters a plus 30% cooldown time. Or should that be minus 30%? Straight away we've gone giant mode, we've dropped our aura and we are holding the centre of the battlefield. When we play the Boomdozer we expect to die a few times. We're not here for survivability, we're here to do big heavy damage and to get in people's way. I can't seem to get the original sound from this video to play, I don't know if it's corrupted or what, so I'm just sticking some of my AI songs underneath it just so that there's not silence behind my voice. I've not really got anything new to put on, it'll be songs you've heard before, but they'll be there in the background. So we'll come back in with the Ultra Select after being taken out. We've got that dino with the shield, we just need that shield to go down, which it has done. They're now vulnerable, so it should be easier to take out, and now getting control of this side of the battlefield, and we've got all the tokens, or 7 of them at least. Seeing Mechelen racing ahead there with that Rivonics, just holding that front line and playing the Rivonics position well. I caught a couple of strays there, but it doesn't really matter. We've got Sonic coming up the middle now using that CS Titan 50. Beautiful for just pumping out damage. Not had much of a threat from the opposing side really, other than that shield that pushed up forward earlier. So we've got that coming in once again. You see the dinosaur with the shield on them. But as soon as that shield goes down, they're going to be vulnerable, and yet they get taken out right away. Phoenix there getting taken out with the tokens, dropping them, and the countdown's on. We've got that incoming ghoul grinder. So not too bad so far. Racing's continuing to hold that front line using the Rivonics, and you can see using the shield as well. Oof, and we get taken out by a Vagabond. Quite clearly in revenge mode based on the damage and speed. So jumping back in now with the Boomdozer, and we're just going to run back up the middle, pick up those tokens. We'll go giant mode, we've dropped our damage aura, and now all we need to do is hold down the centre and make sure that the opponents can't push up on us again. Boom! So Mechelen's rocking that Dreadbolt, and we've got Sonic Reindeer with the Ghoul Grinder as well as that CS Titan 50. So we'll do what we did before, rush the front, we'll go giant mode and drop our aura and just try and lay down some heavy fire. Opponents aren't just rushing forward mindlessly, they are being a bit more tactical. So whether there's some humans on the other side of the battlefield, I don't know. Oh, and we get taken out by that Vulcan, that's been causing us some problems lately. So now we're coming in with the Ultra Select and we're going to cause problems for our opponents. So you can see the shield up there, it's just something that we need to wait to fade away, and then we can continue laying down heavy fire. As you can see now, there's zombies all over the place, so getting line of sight is going to be a bit harder. So we're going to have to think a bit more carefully about where we stand. We can't just hide near our base. No enemies on the battlefield at the moment, so they're now just going to start spawning in dribs and drabs. So you can see on the minimap one opponent surrounded by zombies. 2 of them now, and they're starting to clear up a few of those zombies, which they need to do if they've got any chance of pulling back. So you see there the brainsaw and the shield, which is why that opponent was able to stay up as long as they were. As soon as the shield went down, they went down, and their 2 teammates dying very quickly as well. So coming straight back in, so they're managing to spawn back in at the moment. The blasters are obviously off cooldown, but what they're not managing to do is push us back from the centre or really cause us any problem at all. They have managed to clear the zombies up though, so that's something. This guy's tried to break our back line, so I'm just chasing after him. And unfortunately, he manages to take out one of our teammates with all the tokens. I think that might have been Mechelen, but I'm there to pick him back up, so not to worry. Oh no, that's Mechelen forward with the shield and the Rivonic, so that must have been Sonic Reindeer that dropped the tokens. Not to worry though, we've recovered them and now the time has run down. GG's. So we're sticking with the Boomdozer for a while. I'm going to put out a fair few videos using the Boomdozer, I think. It's quite fun. I like being forced to play into different styles rather than just my hanging back way that I do with the Ultra Select. And I think it's good for you as a player to learn to use different types of blasters. Obviously it's useful for modes like Blaster Party, but it just makes you an overall better player. It helps you get into your opponent's heads and understand the kind of tactics they may be employing based on the blasters they're using. So it helps you to anticipate their movements, which makes it easier to counter what they're trying to do. Obviously that doesn't apply to bots, but you should always play as if your opponents are human players, at least until you know that they're not. If you know that you're playing bots, you can generally just wait for them to kind of run at you in an orderly line, like in a kung fu movie. The trick with the bots is not to let them gather a lot of tokens. They will start behaving differently. As long as they're chasing the tokens, they're fairly easy to predict. They're going to chase after them, aren't they? What's crazy is I'm on about 40% health at the moment, and I'm still got as much HP as I do with the Ultra Select. Once you've kind of built that third Nerf power up a little bit on the Boomdozer, it does get a bit nuts. One of the reasons I feel comfortable not using the healing bar on here, normally I'd use the healing bar on a blaster like this that doesn't have its own healing ability, but when you've got such a big HP pool and you can just hang back and let the natural healing kick in, you can survive quite well. So you can see I've only just dropped below 20,000, and that's after taking a lot of damage in this match. One of the reasons that the Big Bad Boomdozer makes for such a good tank. Big Bad Boomdozer, I had to do that take about 5 times. That is not easy to say, especially when you're dyslexic. Okay, we're facing down a couple of Rev Reapers, so we have to make sure that they don't get the opportunity to power up, otherwise they could overwhelm us. So just something to be aware of in this match. And we've got 1 incoming with 2 in tow, so all we're doing is going giant mode. We've dropped that damage boost and we straight away take out the entire first wave. And we got at least 1 kill there, so we've got a nice little boost to our HP pool. At this distance we're manual firing and we're missing quite a lot, but the ones where we do get hits, we're getting massive hits. So you saw there, single hit for 24,000 damage, that's lovely. That's most players' HP pools, and we get another kill and a boost to our HP pool. Next wave spawning, another Rev Reaper. So you see we've got a zombie forward, so boom, there's a kill. Bang, another one. I think he might have teleported away, but that was lovely. Lots of damage and another kill. So that should be the HP pool either at max or almost at max now. We're sat at around 30% of our HP and we've got about 27,000. Boom, another kill, and you saw the HP pool went up there, so I think we're maxed out now. Worth noting that we didn't get any additional HP though, we just got a bigger HP pool. So the healing bar would obviously do fantastically on here. I'm not even sure if mine would heal me to full, to be honest. That's something to test out. But for now, like I said, I'm quite happy using the damage boost aura. So you see the difference in speed where you go down to normal mode there, allowing me to get to the centre quickly, go straight back to giant mode, and we've taken over. Beautiful. I've got no tokens, so I can just stay at the front trying to draw fire away from my teammates and dishing the damage out. And there we go, down to 0 by taking out all 3. Sonic Reindeer dropped out unfortunately, so we've got a random pickup in our crew. There's not much on the other side of the battlefield to worry about. There is a Rev Reaper that we have to keep an eye on and make sure it doesn't power up. So running forward, we hit that aura and I'm jumping to giant mode and immediately get taken out by a shielded Vagabond. We're going to use the Ultra Select to just pump out DPS now, and we're just going to be in complete hunting mode, just trying to take down as many opponents as we can. Experiencing a little bit of lag, which might make it a little bit harder, but generally that doesn't seem to have too much of an effect on us unless our opponents are rocking a Ruvonix or a Nitro Blast or something like that. So another wave to defend, and Mechelen goes down from the double punch. I take out the double punch and pick those tokens up though, thankfully. I think they were shielded, it looked like they were running forward shielded, which is probably one of the hardest things to deal with in this game really. Boom, down goes the Jolt, and we'll take that token, thank you very much. So just grab this other one. We've got a couple of incoming, so just trying to beware, but we quickly take that wave out as well. And now we've got 1 lone person forward, and they don't last long either. Our pickup is running forward, Racing and I staying back. I noticed that the pickup isn't being hyper aggressive, so I'm wondering if that's a real person and not just a bot. Be nice if they are. Yep, see them backing up and kind of paying attention to where we are. That indicates that is a human player. Now we're shielded racing, running forward and just unleashing the hell from that Rivonix, just stunning people, giving us the opportunity to pick people off at a distance. Countdown is now on, and here we've got another wave collapsing. The healing bar came in clutch there. That definitely would have been a death shot, but instead the countdown runs down and we get our final victory of the video. As always, thank you for watching and I will see you soon.